Hi, and welcome to my own Utopia. I am Kayleena, and welcome all of you beautiful people for joining me in today. I did go live a wee bit early because I'm already starting to see someone stir, and I don't want to miss out or have y'all sitting here wondering if I'm not going to go live. I have a fabulous guest that is going to join me today, or is joining me today. She's already into the basement down here. Whenever she's ready, I will pull her up. Oh, awesome. Hi again.
Hey, it's so weird. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Let's see. What if I do? See, if I do that, I'm upside down. If I do this, I'm still upside down.
Hmm.
So I have no idea. So we're just gonna set you like this.
You still look fabulous. Well, let's see. If you are going to be like that, let's try. There we go.
Am I coming across really clear? I can't tell because I don't have my YouTube pulled up.
Yes, you are. You are coming up very good.
It's probably because I have a better signal bandwidth on my cell phone than I do my computer, maybe. Maybe that's
Oh.
what it is.
You know what I've actually had to start doing was disconnect one of my Googles because
Mhm.
ever since I started doing that, I've started stop freezing.
Huh, interesting. Well, I know my son I know my son is in my bedroom watching YouTube, but usually that doesn't cause an issue. So I don't know. It could just be maybe I just need to shut my Chromebook down and reboot it. I don't know.
I don't
I
know
don't
either.
know.
Oh
But I'm on my cell, so we're good. So I can't see the chat, you guys, just so y'all know. Well, I mean I could click on chat, but then I can't see beautiful Kayleena when I
no.
do
Not
that.
like you need to see me. I'm good.
Hi
How about I
Samantha.
do?
Hi Kay. Here we go.
Can you see this?
See what? Yes,
Me
I
putting it up
can.
here?
Yeah, I can see it.
And that's what I can do. If that can
It's
help
very
you.
tiny, but I can see it.
Oh, okay. Hi, sweetie. Welcome in. Hi, Kay. How are you? I
Oh,
would
that's
like
good.
to join your panel some
Mhm.
I'm
Huh?
assuming it means sometime. Okay, so what you could do is you can go ahead and email me and we can set up a time to chat and everything else like that face to face. And then we can set up a appointment to go ahead and do it. I know it sounds kind of crude, but if you have been following me for a while, then you understand that I have a lot of doctor's appointments, therapies. I have a lot going on, and I'm already wanting to bring up one other individual. Two. I thought about the other person. I want to bring up another individual as well to go live with me. So that's why I like to do setting up appointments and everything. It makes it easier not just for myself but for others as well.
Yeah, it does make it easier. Yeah.
Oh, Kay's wondering, is your rotate screen is on in settings?
Like on my cell phone?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I I I have a Android. If I go all the way to the very top and I pull it all the way down, then all my
Mhm.
settings have been moved up there.
All right, let's see. Setting.
Hi, Sam. Welcome in. And Joanne, hi. How are you? I'm stuttering over my words today. Oh, I hope you didn't just freeze. What am I doing? Half double crochet?
This again. Am I back?
Yeah, you're here.
That was weird. Okay. I didn't see it in my display setting. I know. I'll have to check when I'm not on here. Every time I go to my settings, it does something weird. So,
Oh. What kind of phone do you have?
I have an Android.
Oh, so you have one too.
Hmm.
So how is everybody? What is everyone working on? And what is everyone up to? The basic questions.
I made it into my yarn bowl.
Oh, what does it say? Central
It's
Peak?
Central Perk from the
Perk.
show Friends.
Oh. Wait, is that a
I'm
yarn bowl or a
obsessed.
coffee bowl? Because I would so use that as
It's a
coffee.
it's a coffee bowl, but I'm using it as my yarn bowl right now.
Oh, that is a smart idea. If you ever need to thread your yarn, you know you can use one of those clippers and clip it to the side and just run it through.
I was also thinking I should have just run it through
Yeah,
but it's fine.
that is a wonderful idea. What are you working on?
I am reworking on this panel. I don't think you saw my community post, but this is my daughter's island beach dress that I started, and I actually got done, and I was working down this side for the very last bit in order
Uh-huh.
to be done with the first panel. And I realized in between these shells, over here on these shells, there should be for each shell there should be a triple crochet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed like down here that I had missed that.
Oh no.
Girl, I had to frog 12 rows. And once I frogged 12 rows, I looked down towards the bottom and noticed on the very second row here, I was also missing a triple crochet. And also there was something weird going on in this area right here. I
Uh-huh.
had to frog the entire thing and start all over after I was basically done with it
Oh, I
last
would have
night.
thrown it in timeout.
So I put it down, made dinner, ate dinner, and then I came back and started crocheting it back up. And I literally physically wanted to cry. Seriously, physically wanted because I was so frustrated.
Oh,
What did I do?
sweetie.
Hang on. I've done something and oh, that's what happened. Got my yarn tangled. Anyway, yeah, it was not a good night for me.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I would have cried too. I mean, there's
Yeah,
been
I
plenty
was
of
really
times.
and it happened during Bailey's birthday live is when I discovered it. And I tried to stay on her live. But I was so upset. I couldn't be on YouTube. That's how upset I was. I had to leave her birthday live because I had a meltdown is what I had.
Oh,
So
sweetie.
I'll have to go back and rewatch her live sometime tonight. Um, I just couldn't mentally be on her live because I was so upset. Because I had worked on it for 7 days straight.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it always takes me forever when I'm working through a pattern for the first time, especially if there's no tutorial to go with it. I'm so proud of myself because there's no tutorial for this pattern, you guys. None. And so that's why it's taking me longer. So, but anyway, because I find that some of the instructions in the pattern a little confusing, but I think I got it down now. So,
you know, that is a big defeat because, like I told my husband, I'm working on a pattern right now. I'll tell y'all in a minute. But I told my husband, I'm like, I've been wanting to do this one pattern for 2 years. And I've just worked my tushy wishies off for 2 years learning how to read patterns so I can do things just like this.
yeah. It
So that
does
is,
help if you can learn how to read patterns. And the thing I find complicated about patterns is they're not all the same.
mm-mm.
Even though some of the abbreviations are the same, each designer writes them up kind of differently in sentence form.
Yep.
Some use complete sentences, which I find useful, and then others, like this one, use short term all the way through with commas. And
Oh, wow.
they've done shorthanded everything, and I find that confusing. So
See, here, I like the whole word out as well.
I do
But I
too.
like it. I like it at the very beginning, and then it tells you throughout the wording. It'll say abbreviation will be this. So I alter my brain when I'm reading it, and I'll start reading it with the alter and or the shorthand or however you say it on down.
Yeah.
Fair warning, he's moving. So if I like say I'll be right back, it's because of that.
Okay.
Let's just hope that he goes back to sleep. But where'd you get the pattern? Is it free? Do you pay for it? What?
I did pay for it, and I got it off of was it Ravelry that I got it off of? Actually, you can go to the website, and it is I've actually got it pulled up right now, so I can tell you.
Ooh.
It is by, let me move you over so I can see my computer screen. It is by Knits and Knots, Jane Mitska. It's a 2019 pattern,
Okay.
and it's knitsandknots.com, I believe, is the website. And you can click on, if you Google search, literally, here's an easier way to find it. If you put in Google crochet island beach
Yeah.
dress, the
I would.
website to Knits and Knots should pull right up for you, and you should be able to see it. And I can't remember how much I paid. Maybe $4 to $6 or something like that. But I think it's going to turn out really pretty when I get done. So, hi, Joanne. Hi, Sarah's little corner of the crochet world. Hey, girl, how's school going for you? Okay. Oh, I just heard the door open. That means my son is coming out. I'm on a live, sweetie, and you're in your underwear, so you need to go put on clothes if you're going to be out here. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I am good.
Children's.
Okay, trying to make sure I'm getting everybody here. I don't want to leave anyone out.
Nothing, baby.
Hi, Sarah. I'm Sarah's little
Honey, I'm on my friend's live. Can you please stop?
Tell me what you said.
I said children's.
Give a thumbs up. Thank you for that. As I am heading to work in a couple of minutes, made about 110 out of 600 scrunchies so far. Woohoo! Way to go!
Scrunchies.
So that's all that is on my hook. I don't blame you, but still, way to go. Sorry, sweetie, my hands are freezing.
Wait, did she say how school was going? Because I asked her how school was going, and I can't read the chat.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
She says, for now, LOL. I guess that's what it was with the school. She said, for now, LOL. I heard you say that in Cynthia's live. Kay said that to you. So probably about you just having that complication with it.
Oh, with this pattern or with this thing I'm working on? Yeah.
And then Sarah says, awesome job, Nisi, with flowers.
Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I hated that I had to leave Bailey's live. I mean, I left. I didn't even say goodbye, you guys. That's how bad my meltdown was. I haven't had a meltdown like that in a while. Huh?
Were you on the panel?
No, I was in the chat. I was only in the chat. I don't go on a whole lot of panels anymore, to be honest. Only very selective few. And I have to be in the right mind frame to be able to go up on a panel.
I completely understand that.
It's a lot of stimulation for me. So actually, this is kind of helps that I can't read the chat because I'm not as stressed out.
Oh, then this is a fabulous idea then. Just put it into your little memory book. Memory bank. No, I want to say bank, not book. My bad.
I haven't had a autism-induced meltdown like that in over 6 months. It was pretty bad. Probably why I couldn't sleep last night, because I was still trying to re-regulate myself.
That's awesome. I know most people be like, oh, that's bad. No, that's awesome. You've gone that long without having one?
Yeah,
Wow.
it used to be a lot worse. Yeah, I've gotten really good at well, my medication does help too, but I've gotten really good at noticing when I'm fixing to have a meltdown and be able to stop it before I go over that fence
Mm-hmm.
into the land of you're on a ride and you're in for it until it stops.
Oh, yeah.
But this one hit me out of nowhere, and there was no coming back from it until it was over.
See, here I
So
usually feel better after having one because it's like I explode from, it's almost like a volcano. My mom explained it that way. And that's how I still
yeah,
explain it. Still makes me
it was
think that she was.
it was Bailey's birthday live, and I didn't want to bring negativity into her chat, and I didn't want to be a downer on her party, and I just couldn't deal. So I had to get the heck exit left. I had to get the heck out of there. But I'll rewatch her live tonight, and I'll be able to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
I need to. Like, I had everything set to remind me and everything, and it didn't come through to my phone. Oh, I was so infuriated.
You mean your phone or YouTube? The
Uh,
notifications on YouTube.
the reminder from YouTube did not come to my
Yeah.
phone.
I have had the worst time with notifications on YouTube. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not getting notifications from channels that I always go to their lives and I always watch their videos. I'm not even getting those. That's why I put your excuse me, I put your schedule in my phone on my calendar
Hmm.
every Friday morning, 2 hours before you go live. I get uh, a ringtone that lets me know that I have an appointment today, and it's your live.
Oh,
So,
I feel
so I don't
honored.
miss, so I don't miss it. And I have a few others that I have on my phone for that reason. Just certain people that I absolutely hands down do not want to miss because I can't rely on the YouTube notification.
Let's see here.
Cynthia
What's
Joyful
doing better?
Creations was live, and I didn't get my notification for her until 45 minutes after she was already live. I was so upset.
Oh, no.
So you're not the only one. It's a YouTube glitch is what it
Well, I
is.
know I was watching Ursula's a lot, like a lot recently until what is it in the past month? She switched it by just 30 minutes and I
Mhm.
I can't go on there because just that 30-minute window, it opened it up where it's like I have to get up and go wake up the boys.
Yep. Yeah.
So I've kind of missed watching hers, but I've even started noticing I'm like, because I'll still set the reminder. My phone's still
Uh-huh.
not even showing that one. I'm like, why is that one not showing?
Yeah. It's YouTube. YouTube is just glitchy. It is. I think too part of the problem is we ring the bell for so many different channels that maybe it's almost like, Nightbot when people type in the word drop and they fled Nightbot and Nightbot doesn't know what to do. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's kind of like that. We have so many bells rung on so many channels that we follow that YouTube doesn't know who to notify you about and who not to notify you about. It's almost
Right.
like we overloaded our YouTube algorithm. I don't know
Hold
if
on.
that makes sense.
Hey, Nisi, give me a second, baby. Let me talk to my middle one.
Okay. I was just checking up. Well, my chat's not maybe I can pull this up on YouTube and just mute it. That way I can see you guys if you guys are chatting in there. Oh, I need to push the like thumbs up anyway. Let me move this and let me click mute. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Now I can see the chat. Here we go. We've got like what, 3 people in here right now? I know Ursula is live right now.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, I think she's still alive right now. So we may end up getting some people coming over once she's done. I am trying new time slots out, Kayleena, and I'm gonna try Saturday morning. And if Saturday morning doesn't work, honestly, I don't think I'll be doing lives anymore, except for maybe really late at night. I used to go on Wednesday, but there's so many lives now. Bailey's live on Wednesday now. She goes live now when I go live. And then Crochet and Leanne goes live right before me. And it's just too much. So if Saturday doesn't work, I'll probably just do lives every once in a while, really late at night for those of us who don't sleep well, because it's just, I can't. Every time I find a slot, then one of my favorite people end up changing their schedule on top of mine, and I don't like that, because then I can't go over there and support them. It bothers me. It shouldn't bother me because I've had the Wednesday slot forever, but it does. It bothers me. I don't like being live when my friends are live. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
It makes
So
sense.
If I can't find a good slot, I'm just not going live anymore, and I'll just do video.
I can tell you now, I will not take the weekends. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have completely decided that YouTube is off limits for me for the weekend. Mainly because of the simple fact I need to have boundaries. I need the boundaries for my children. I need the boundaries for my own sanity.
Yeah.
So, and I've loved it ever since I've decided to do that. It has helped tremendously with me, with my mental health and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go on there and I'll probably go on some people's lives. But 90% of the time, I have been quiet. Like, I'll go in real quick, go say hi to everybody, and then I'm just sitting there throughout the whole time. I'm not
Me
saying
too. I don't like the word lurker because it makes me feel like a stalker. I'm a watcher. I'm a watch and sit back, and I'm a wallflower. And a lot of it's because I'm working while I'm watching.
Yes.
It's like my source of TV. Let's see. Gary Hansen, Martha. No one in here's name is Martha. You're in Omaha, Nebraska. Well, hello, Omaha, Nebraska.
Welcome.
You got a better place than I have. You like my recliner? Joanne is a supporter. Yeah, Joanne, you're a lot like me. You're in the background like I am, supporting and running people's lives. Yep. But I try to go in and say hi just so the host knows, hey, I'm actually in here supporting you. I just may not be. And then I say hi to everybody in the chat, and then I kind of bow out, you know. But I'm an observer by nature anyway. So.
Well, I've also noticed it helps me relax a lot more. I enjoy the live a lot better. I don't feel like I'm being singled out.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a big group and it's just like you have 5 different conversations going on at once. I'm like, nope, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
Shh.
That's another reason why you won't see me on a lot of panels, because I can't deal with the cross conversation that happens. It literally physically hurts my ears and my head.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice a lot about that going on with me. Routine has changed drastically to the point where I'm barely getting any. Him doing the humming is bothering me. I can't get my thoughts out. But his routine of barely getting any time to myself, barely any thoughts to myself. And I almost broke the other day. Like, literally, I was on the verge. And I guess the universe just noticed that I was right there about to just break. And then finally they all slept and I got left alone and I just started decompressing. And I was like,
you needed that reset. You needed that reset. Yeah, I have a problem with not being able to reset with little man, and I just have one. I just have one. You guys.
Yeah, I have 3. All 3 of mine are special
I
needs.
was gonna say 3 at first. I'm like, does she have 3? You have 3. So, yeah. Oh my.
Okay, Keegan, I need you, sweetness, to sit up while I do something. Yeah. Mommy needs to go into her
Yeah,
phone.
we don't allow that here. This is not that kind of channel, Mr. Gary, so you can move on to somebody else. There's the door. See your way out. Have a nice day.
You being cute and adorable. I should have already had this pulled up, but I guess not.
You
Oh,
making
thank you,
music with
sweetie.
me?
Okay, so you took care of all of them. Oh, you're fabulous. Thank
Yeah.
you, Missy.
You're welcome. No problem.
Ah, I dropped my phone. Shh. Do you want your apple now? Then you need to be quiet if you're going to sit with me, okay? Thank you very much. So what I was working. No, you're not going to have your juice on me. No.
Yeah.
No. Can you please be good? Okay. I found this
Kay said
on
she missed her
Ravelry.
chance at whacking a. Kay said she missed her. She said I stepped away
I can
for
hear. Say that
a
again, sweetie.
minute. She said I stepped away from my phone and missed my chance to whack a troll.
Mommy.
Oh, you poor thing. Don't worry, you'll have another chance. Here, I turned you up so I can hear you over him.
Yeah,
But
inevitably.
Ooh, where is it? Can you help me keep it straight? Keep it straight. Did you get it straight? Very good.
So cute.
Okay, someone's like
Such a
getting all
cutie
silly
patootie.
bod.
I had to fix something to eat. Hey, Mimi. How are you?
Can you give me one more second? Let me sit him down, settle him, and then I
Sure.
can come back.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I
Love
appreciate
you.
it. Are you having fun with the raspberries?
Oh my goodness. How have you been, Mimi? Have you had a good day so far? Isn't he sweet? He's so cute. We were making music with our what do you call it? With our raspberries. I call it raspberries when you stick your tongue out and you go. I call it raspberries. We were making raspberry music a few minutes ago. We were just talking about our crazy schedules, Mimi. Yep, raspberry kisses. We were making music with our raspberry kisses. Such a cute kid. What you got going on, Mimi? You working on anything special these days? You guys, I have a very busy week ahead. Check this out, y'all. I'm going to be so tired. So, Monday is my wedding anniversary to Mr. Handsome. It'll be 13 years. And this year, we don't have anyone to watch Little Man. So, and we didn't, we celebrate the week after our anniversary so we can go on a lunch date while little man's in school, and we will probably still do that, but Monday is our anniversary, so we are taking little man and we are going to Flathead Lake, which is about 2.5 hours north. If you guys saw my video, I posted a video of the trip I took with my Uncle Vincent. And that's what little man really wants to do. So we're going to spend the day at the lake on Monday. Tuesday, I have his appointment to get his hair trimmed. Wednesday is his appointment with the new dentist. So y'all, please, positive thoughts and prayers for that to go well. It's a special dentist that it's a pediatric dentist that specializes in treating children with autism, ADHD, and other anxiety type disorders.
Really?
Yes.
Sorry,
So
didn't mean to interrupt. Just
when they do major dental work, a lot of times they have partnered up with 2 different facilities, 2 different hospitals in the city, so they can do anesthesia dentistry and put the child to sleep. They also have an anesthesiologist that will come to the site where they're at and put the child to sleep as well. And of course, they do it by case basis. And little man has a lot of major dental work that needs to be done. So, and I found out they are contracted with my husband's dental insurance. So that's this Wednesday, that appointment. And it's what they call a happy appointment. So they're not even going to, he's due for a deep cleaning, but they're not going to do that. They're going to do just a light cleaning so he can get used to the environment. They can figure out what will help keep him calm. Like they have headphones and a video screen up on the ceiling, and they can watch their favorite movie, or they can listen to music, or they can play games. They have other sensory things to help them out as well. So that's Wednesday, you guys. Thursday is my last post-op appointment back I have to go into the city 2 days in a row. That's a lot of driving for me. So by the time Friday gets here, I'm going to be tired.
oh, I bet.
Exhausted. Next week is a full week. It is going to be slam-packed full.
Oh my goodness. Am I envious? Oh, am I envious? I wish we had something like that here for the dentist and everything else like that.
I'm surprised you don't. You're in a bigger area than I live in. Although I do have to drive 45 minutes to get there. It's in Missoula. It's nowhere near me. It's going to take me 45 minutes to get there from here. But it's worth it, you know what I mean? If I can get him to have a dentist that he's not going to be so freaked out about, it'll be worth it.
Shoot, can I have it for myself?
Right, me too. I really need to get to a dentist. I really do, but I don't want it because I know they're going to say, "Oh, you have cavities," or "Oh, you need a root canal," and I'm not in any pain, so I say, yeah.
See here, I didn't like my last dentist, and that was with
I just do
6 years ago, because I knew he was lying. He was sitting there going, "Oh, you see this little speck? Oh, this little speck's going to turn into a cavity." No, it didn't. Don't even. He wanted me to pay out of pocket. It was just basically, it was a money thing, a whole money.
Yeah,
situation.
you got to be careful. Yeah, because some of them are in it just for the money.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Sally. You sound like you have a busy week, like what I went through, just back to back to back.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Hey, Sally.
Mimi says, taking care of pets while son and family on vacation to Camp Cod. Ooh, that's pretty. And having grandson Daniel with me. Oh, I know you two just love each other.
How fun is that?
Did 4 loads of laundry yesterday. Oh, way to go. Very productive. Cooked dinner, washed dishes, and did my live last night. Been busy for sure. Oh, yes.
Mimi, that's the kind of day I had yesterday. Laundry, and I cleaned a part of the bathroom, and then crochet, took care of little man. Oh yeah, you had a busy day like I did yesterday. Then I did my 1:30 in the morning live because I couldn't sleep.
You are just Ooh, y'all sound like I had one of my days.
Well, I'm telling you.
Give me a minute.
And
Well, the
do
one.
you ever get so cranky sometimes that the person that, because we all know, let's just be raw and honest here. We all know that sometimes it's our loved ones that get on our nerves the most, especially for cranky. And I had one of those moments, and my husband's just being himself, okay? Let's just put that disclaimer out there. He can't help it. He has dad jokes. He has dad jokes and he has a dry sense of humor, and I don't get his sense of humor most of the time. Most of the time, I don't even get his jokes. They go right over my head. But he walked in the house. He barely even said hello. And the first thought I had was, why are you breathing? Go away. And it's almost like he knew I was thinking by the look on my face. And he looked at me, he goes, what? I literally just walked in here. I said, it's not you, it's me. I'm so sorry. Approach with caution. That's all I can tell you. He's
I,
like, oh man, really?
no, here, I will actually straight up tell my husband if it's one of those days, I'm like, oh no, it's you. It's your whole body. It's your thoughts. It's you breathing. It's your smell. You just need to go away.
There was one time, it was horrible. There was one time he was sitting next to me. I can't remember. We might have just been watching TV or whatever. And I snapped my head at him and I said, can you breathe any louder? He looked at me with just this shocked look on his face. And he's like, wow, love you too, hun. Like, seriously. This is what happens when you've been married for 13 years to somebody who has autism. Like, it's not his fault that he breathes the way he breathes. It's not, you know what I mean? But like, oh gosh, bless that man.
Don't feel bad. It's like when all the kids are asleep and he has to do something. He's the loudest person I have ever known. I mean, the loudest. I just like, can you just wait until they wake up? Just, you are bound and determined for me to have a bad day and wake them up early, aren't you?
Look what Kay asked. The answer to that question, Kay, is yes.
Have you ever been so cranky that you get on your own nerves? Oh my God. Yes. Yes. And TikTok has been my best friend when I get on my own nerves. Oh, depopulation.
Oh my gosh. Wait until you hit 30 years, Nisi. It gets better. If we hit 30 years, which is 17 more years, let's see. We will be, hubby and I will be 66. Really? 60? That can't be right. No, 76 years old when we hit 30 years. Wow. Yeah, we got late married in life.
Oh, wow.
We've known each other 24 years, but it took me 12 years to figure out I even wanted to date him.
Well, okay, I'm pulling out the calculator.
And then we've been married, and then we've been married 13 years. So we've known each other for 25 years. We've been best friends for 25 years and married 13 of those 25 years.
See, me and my husband knew each other and dated for 2 years before we got married. So 2007, and this is 2022. So we've been married for 15 years. So 15 minus 30, another 15 years.
Okay, so you're 3 years ahead of me, or 2 years ahead of me.
I'll be 50. My husband will be 56. So he's 6 years older than I am.
Mimi says he'll live in one part of the house and you'll be in the opposite end of the house. We're already in separate bedrooms because he snores so loud I can't handle it. He
See,
sleeps up in the loft. Plus he has to get up at 1:30 in the morning to go to work, and he makes the dogs go crazy. So he sleeps upstairs in the loft, and I sleep in the master bedroom. So we're already halfway there, Mimi.
we actually had to go through that. When my youngest was going through his seizures and medicine and all that for the first year, 2 years, first 2 years, I had to wake up in the middle of the night to constantly give him his medicine. And I would get so angry at him because now knowing about my mutation and everything, I have chronic fatigue. I feel like that's not even close to explaining what I go through. But I would have to wake up several times throughout the night to give the seizure medicine. And I would just get angry because my husband's asleep.
Mhm.
Just,
Yep. I get jealous that my husband can just sit straight up in a chair and conk out and fall asleep.
yes. I'm just like, I can't even go to sleep if even one child is awake.
And I get mad. I get mad at him. How dare he get more sleep than me? See, I'm not alone. I feel so much better about myself now.
All you gotta do is talk to me.
I'm not alone. I'm not the only one.
Oh, I did that to a friend of mine. I was telling her about one of the weird things that I do. And I'll take wood, grain, objects, things like that, and I will zone out, like I'll unfocus my eyes and I will sit there and just zone out to it, and I can see pictures. And then out of those pictures, I can actually make a story and I can zone out or stop seeing what I'm seeing in front of me. And I'll go into my head and I can actually see what the story is happening in my head without closing my eyes. And she was like, oh my God, I do the same thing. I have the weirdest things I do.
It's so funny how sometimes we think we're so unique and different, and really there's somebody else that goes through the same things we go through. I find it comforting.
Yes. Oh, I find it so comforting as well. Ever since, speaking about TikTok here, I just came across another one that was sitting there going, this is for my neurodiverse individuals that get diagnosed late in life. And throughout the whole thing, I'm like, finger down, finger down, finger down. Did you change? And I'm just like, did you rethink your whole aspect of your whole life and reanalyze the whole thing after you got? I'm like, yes.
Yep.
Here. Just, my hubby was the same sit for 2 minutes and fell asleep. Sitting up, drove me nuts.
I wonder if it's a male trait that men can just do that. They also have what I call a nothing box. And literally when you ask them, what's on your mind, and they actually say the words nothing, they really mean they're literally thinking of absolutely nothing. Like there's nothing going on upstairs. I'm very jealous about that. I want a nothing box.
No, my husband does. He does not have that. And that's another reason why he's self-diagnosed as ADHD. He constantly thinks, constantly goes in the motion. Just the simplest things go through his head, and sometimes it's becoming overwhelming. And I'm like, you're not used to that? You don't know how to deal with it? No. That's why I love my phone. And I'm like, well, I deal with that on a day-to-day basis. If we were in the same bed, we'll snore and tap his foot all night, dreaming he was playing the drums, woke me up constantly.
Oh no. See, I would be in jail for smothering him with a pillow. I couldn't do it. I can't even stand it when I can hear, if I'm down here and my husband's on the couch and he falls asleep, and sometimes he does. Well, actually not sometimes. A lot of times he'll crash out and fall asleep on the couch, and he starts doing that that snore that like makes the walls vibrate. I can't handle it. It literally, like, it triggers me, and I get tense, and I'll wake him up and tell him to go up into the loft because he's snoring, and I can't handle the sound of the snoring.
Oh, wow.
He's that loud.
He
Like
must.
he's undergoing a sleep study right now, actually, because it's so bad.
Oh, wow. Because here, I
Yeah.
thought my husband was loud.
Yeah, it's bad.
Here, I can't go to sleep without hearing him. I have a difficult time.
I'm
But
the
then-
opposite. I can't go to sleep if I hear him.
But it's also, too, I can't go to sleep unless I absolutely know without a doubt, all of my kids are asleep, too. No matter how exhausted I am, no matter what medication I have in me, I can't do it. And it was all because of my first one. Right after he was born, it was something that just switched and triggered. It's the weirdest thing. When before I can literally fall asleep and have everyone walking through the house, talking, communicating in and out. As long as I felt comfortable and safe, didn't have a problem. Not now.
I don't sleep, so it's not a problem. Doesn't
See?
matter if he's asleep or awake. I have really bad insomnia, so
See, oh, I'm not blessed.
really bad. My husband knows that if I fall asleep really fast, that means I'm coming down sick, because that's the only time I sleep good is when I'm coming down sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. My youngest son did too. He was tested and now has a Cpap machine, and his wife says she doesn't hear him snore anymore.
Yeah, I guarantee you he has a Cpap machine in his near future. He's
Really?
that loud. He's so loud that sometimes he wakes himself up.
Sorry.
Yeah. And it's even louder when he's waking himself up, because he does the whole thing. Oh God.
I have done that.
Lord
That's
help
what made me
me.
start laughing. My husband has done that. My youngest has done that. Oh, my middle, literally as a baby, would wake himself up and get mad at whatever just woke him up when it was actually himself.
Bless his heart. Poor baby.
So he's sitting there just like all upset, like what in the world just happened, and just start crying because he wants to go back to sleep. I'm sitting here dying laughing, trying to compose myself. Yeah, sounds like it, Nisi. LOL. Ooh, I like how she actually spelt it.
That is
She
cool.
put down Neecee. Okay, I have to count before I'm allowed to go to the next row. So I am sorry for all the sinus drainage. Do forgive me,
Girl,
people.
my allergies are off the chain right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the time of year when all of our winter trees start to pollinate. Yeah, little man and I are officially on allergy medication for the next couple of months. Excuse me, sorry.
3, 4, 4.
I don't know double crochet there.
I am right on. I didn't mean to mess up anybody. I apologize. So you're actually officially on allergy medicine. I was going to say Instagram medicine.
Like it's bad.
Ooh.
All the pollen from the winter trees right now are in full bloom.
See, here we're not having the blooms of the trees. We're actually getting wildflowers starting to bloom.
Yeah, ours is not wildflowers. Those have done already bloomed and are dying off. But
This
we
is a
have
second set.
I think Tank refers to it as oak fever or some kind of fever. My grandson has been sneezing for the last 2 days. He takes allergy meds and nasal spray and still sneezing like crazy. Oh yeah, allergies can be bad.
Mm.
Yep. They can be
Wait,
really
you
bad.
just got that way before it even popped up over here.
Oh, I've got my YouTube pulled up
Ah,
and I'll
okay.
mute so I can see the chat.
See here, I'm trying to oh bloody tarnation. I am the herbalism. It's not herbal. Is it herbalism? No, there's another word for it. But we're learning a lot about the herbs and the plants and the flowers and everything else like that. So we
Homeopathic.
yes.
Homeopathic.
Yes, thank you.
Homeopathic.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
I know I'm not saying that right, but you know what I mean.
Right. Shh. Hold on, buddy.
Gosh, y'all, I'm going bald. I'm losing my hair. I'm like shedding really bad. 3, 4, 6, and 7. Did I count right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
He
6.
chose to not take a
Okay.
nap, so he's being punished
Oh,
because he's wanting me to stay in there for like an hour and a
yeah.
half plus, and I'm like, I can't stay here and lay down with you for an hour and a half
Yeah.
until you finally just, if you're going to sit here and just
Self-soothe.
fight me.
Need to self-soothe.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get little man to self-soothe at night, but Dad keeps falling asleep down there, and I'm like, he's not going to learn to self-soothe if you keep falling asleep with him
Mm-hmm.
downstairs. So he's
Well,
10. He should be able to fall asleep on his own, but like most autistic children, he's developmentally behind, and that's one of the things he's behind on.
turning 6, and I have to lay down with him for nap time, and I have to lay down with him at nighttime. Nap time.
Well, ours doesn't take a nap anymore because he's 10, but he still has to have. I don't mind doing story time. I just don't want the hubby to lay there and fall asleep with him for an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours because he doesn't learn how to fall asleep on his own, and he's 10. He's going into 5th grade. He's almost a middle schooler.
I understand.
Not doing him any favors at this point. So we're working on son, and we're working on dad.
You know, he's probably just enjoying and loving every aspect of it as well.
He is, but we got to get our son ready for adulthood too at the same time. Like he's not, he's double digits now. He's like what they consider preteen now.
You know, the funny thing is even though I remember people even talking about me as that age, sitting there going, well, you should be prepared, or you should be starting to go in this direction, or you should be starting to feel this way. And I felt like I was a lot younger. I had the maturity and the comprehension that I should be in that direction, but I didn't have any of those feelings or wants or thoughts.
Yeah.
And even today, I'm 35 years old, turning 36. And even now, I'm just like, I don't have the needs or wants of a normal woman.
Your emotional maturity level is different than the typical 35-year-old woman.
Yes, but I get confused sometimes between is it Am I younger or am I older or am I just in my own right field?
Well, you may be a little bit of both. Little man and I are both the same way. There are some areas where he is above his age, maturity wise and emotionally wise and mental wise. And then there's other areas where he's like a 6-year-old. It's complicated. It's
Yeah.
complicated when you're on the spectrum.
Here, my oldest, he can sit there and he can put himself to sleep. I've even saw him where he wakes up in the middle of the night, stays in the bed, like he'll go use the restroom, go back to bed, and he'll go back into the bed for until he passes back out. And I'm like,
How do you
that
do
is,
it?
yeah, how did I do that with you? How did I
Yeah.
get you to this wonderful point?
Yeah.
How do I get the others there? Just okay, wait a minute. My 8-year-old grandson will not sleep alone. He has, capitalized HAS, to be with mom and dad to go to sleep. Oh, it's all, and then I can understand from the mom and dad's point of view where there's like nights that you just want to be not touched.
Yeah.
He tosses and turns all night, waking them up, so they are always tired and broken sleep. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Tired from broken sleep. Oh, my dyslexia is messing with me today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I totally understand. They say that's a phase, but our son never got over it. He's 10
Mm-mm.
and we're still dealing with it. So I don't know. And the whole just let them cry it out. I
Mm.
can't deal with
No.
that.
No. Mm-mm. No. Sorry. I have very strong feelings about that.
I do too. I can't emotionally I can't do it.
In my opinion, there's even studies proving the fact that it's wrong. Yes, it makes them independent, but the long-term effects of what it does to that child, neurotypical or not, is really hardcore and messed up. Hoo, 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 hoo. I don't know if anyone's interested, but I don't have the studies. But yeah, this hoo, 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 it causes me high anxiety to even think about that because I think about if you're going down that path as well, you even think about the children that are neurotypical. Doesn't matter what kind of neurotypical it is. It could be autism, ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia. I mean, just anything. Neurotypical is basically just a different way of thinking. Um, you take those children that are not understood and shoved over to the side and always yelled at, what is wrong with you? Why can't you just do this? 9 out of 10 times, or what is it, 8 out of 10 times, they always are drug seeking behavior because they're self medicating from what they went through because they never felt understood, loved, or cared for because of all of that anger. So I always be very careful, even when I'm angry and I'm at my max and I'm about to blow or meltdown. Oh, believe me, yeah, I'm very careful because I think about that future.
Yeah.
Oh, I think about it. Hi, sweetie. Welcome in. I'm sorry. I see your name and I know what I'm saying in my head is incorrect.
Hi, Anita.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What a friend sport.
Yay. Like I said, my dyslexia is messing with me. I'm sorry. Oh, before my son so rudely interrupted me, I am doing pumpkins.
Yay! How fun. I love doing pumpkins. I got to start on pumpkins tomorrow.
I'm so excited. Like,
Speaking
I
of
can't help it.
this Sunday, 3 p.m. Central,
Okay.
my sister-in-law, Gail Southern Living, is having her 2K celebration, and I am donating one of my handmade amigurumi pumpkins for her giveaway to a lucky winner. So if you want to win one of my amigurumi pumpkins, you better make sure you're there.
Now this one I really need to write down because I know YouTube is not going to probably be nice and inform me.
You know what? I'll shoot you a text an hour before the live to remind you, Kayleena.
Please.
Okay. I will.
As long as it's not too much for you.
One more row and I'll be done, almost done with this panel. I'll just have the one bordered this way and the one bordered this way, and I'll be done with this panel, and I'll be starting on the second panel.
Yay!
And I've been paying attention to make sure I don't make the same mistake on the sides. So far,
it's
so
coming
good.
Out beautiful.
So.
Oh, it's coming out beautiful.
And it will stretch out once I block it. So it looks small, but it really isn't going to be this small.
Okay, because I'm sorry, but in my head, I was thinking, I'm like, that person is going to be is small.
Well, she is tiny, actually. This is like a size extra small because my daughter is like super tiny. But I mean, even if I put it up against me sitting, it's actually, it's not wide enough for me because I'm fluffy, but it's long enough. But it'll stretch out this way once I block it. And it's a beach wrap, so it's supposed to be, just covers the booty. You know what I mean?
See, it's okay. No worries. Oh, she's saying it's beautiful.
Thank you. My sister-in-law, Gail Southern Living, she is having a 2K celebration party, Mimi. 3 p.m. Central, and that is 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Shh.
And I'll be on her panel, which means I need to make sure I get some rest Saturday night, which I should be able to because, okay, so this is a little tradition we do with our son until he gets tired of it. And it's because, he's our last child, and you learn things with your previous children. And one of the things I learned was, and I did this with my youngest daughter, is I took every moment that they allowed me to have with them, because once they reach a certain age, they don't want anything to do with you anymore. They got their own thing going on, right? So I have slumber party night with him on Friday nights, and then my husband has slumber party with our son by themselves on Saturday nights. And each of us have our own little thing we do with our son. And so hubby and son will be crashed out up here in the living room watching movies, and that means I get to hibernate in the master bedroom.
Ooh.
My quiet space to myself. So I should be able to cross all fingers and toes for me, y'all, be able to catch up on some sleep.
Good luck, sweetie.
So I can be fresh and ready for her celebration, since I'm going to be on her panel. I don't know how long I'm going to be on her panel because I can't. I don't know if I can handle more than an hour, but she's going to have other guests on the panel too, so that should help me. I should be able to kind of just sit back and ride the wave. You know what I mean? Be seen, but not really heard that much, kind of thing.
That was actually my mom's phrase. A child should be seen, not heard.
I've heard that phrase, yeah. I never agreed with that either. Oh, wait, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay! One more row of shells to go.
Way to go. Here I am. All wonky-fied. That's what I'm at.
You're all wonky-fied?
It's all wonky-fied. I think I'm a little too tight right now. I need to loosen my strings. Hold on. So, there it goes. As soon as I did it, it actually loosened up and
Oh,
Stop being all kinds of
yep.
wonky bud.
My challenge for my crochet is inconsistent tension. My tension is as inconsistent as I am a human being.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I need to use that. Because I just got done finishing that pocket shawl, and from 2 years ago, oh my gosh, I can
Oh.
see a huge difference compared to then to now. And it honestly looked like two different stitches, and yet it was the same pattern. Just like, what is wrong with me? And I can sit there and get all irritated and aggravated, and next thing I know, it ends up being all kinds of different too. And I'm just like,
I'm I'm really proud of this because now Spring said not to worry that I'd be able to do it, but sometimes it just looks so complex. Of course, now we haven't gotten to the complicated stitches, the real complicated stitches yet. But this turbulent sky shawl that I've been doing, I'm very proud of this, of how well this is coming out.
oh, it's
Considering
gorgeous.
this is the only second shawl I've ever done. I only did one other shawl before this, and it was the Count My Blessing shawl. So,
Oh, it's
but you
gorgeous.
know me, I never do anything easy first. I always go, says the girl who, for her first project, did an amigurumi pumpkin instead of just a washcloth.
I can't even remember what I did first.
Oh.
I need to go back and go look.
Actually, no, I think what I did first was a beanie. Was it a beanie? Whatever it was I did first, it wasn't your typical thing that you would do first, like a washcloth. No, not me. No, I had to dive in head first, right?
My first pattern that I read and did was not a simple pattern. It was a very complicated pattern, and it was a baby onesie from literally from neck to toes.
That sounds cool.
It came out gorgeous.
You've got that one saved? Oh, you're going to love it, Anita. It has been so much fun to work up. You're going to love it.
Really?
Yes.
I want to do it. Like,
It
I
has
have the yarn and everything, but I'm like, I don't have the time.
It is so much fun, Kayleena. It is so much fun.
So I pulled this out thinking I would probably use this one. Ooh, it's getting blown out.
Ooh, that's pretty, Kayleena. That would be gorgeous.
Because I love all the stitches that Spring put into it. It came out absolutely beautiful. And when she showed all the different ones, I was just like, something like this would be absolutely
Oh,
fabulous.
you got it. When you get a chance, you've got to do it. I'm telling you.
That, or I was thinking about doing Halloween colors. It's like, oh.
Kay's first project was a granny square.
Oh. Isn't that usually like the traditional? What
I've
is
heard that from a
everybody's
lot of people that their first thing was a granny square.
My very first knitted project, I remember this because of being a kid and my mom teaching me, was a scarf. It was a very simple, what's it called? When you're just knitting? Granite, garter stitch. I had almost all the words.
I do not know how to knit.
I'm concerned about I don't want to, okay. I'm like starting my sentences and not finishing. I don't want to teach because I'm still learning. And with knitting, there's such a precise, but yet such diversity. I did not say that word right. Way of being able to knit, like literally just one stitch of knit, and you can do it. I don't know right off the top of my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways. I could be wrong. My first as a kid was a granny square. When I picked it back up years later, my first project was either a bear or a doll. Oh, so yours was an amigurumi.
I love amigurumi. I love doing amigurumi. But that's why I'm a tight crocheter, because you have to crochet tight when you do that.
See, I need to really go back and go look, but I think mine was a.
I had a lot of fun making those dragons. And I'm getting ready to start making my husband's fall gnomes here in about a week.
Well, hopefully my husband ain't listening, but I came across a free pattern. It was on Ravelry, and it is crocheted. It's Star Wars, and it's done in squares. I actually sent it to a friend of mine. Let me see if I can actually pull it up. Hold on. And it's gorgeous, but it's done in a way that looks like it would be knitted.
Is it a blanket or
Yes.
what is it?
It is a
So
blanket.
is it like is it a Graphgan?
I think so, but it's like mini graphs.
I would love to learn how to do graphing.
Yes. And it's free, you guys. I want to do this so bad.
Oh, now see, that's cool.
So it is
That's
free.
cool.
It's called A Galaxy Far, Far Away by Country Laube. And it's on Ravelry.
Nice.
But yeah, that's going to be a big project that I want to make for Christmas or maybe his birthday, because his birthday's in June. I came across that. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Someone did all that hard work and yet it's free.
You'll have to work on it and hide it somewhere where he can't see it.
That won't be difficult. It won't be difficult. I just won't be able to do it.
Feed my piggies. Have a good day, Anita. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye. Gotta be my baby. Oh, Snarkies. Oh my goodness, it's already 1:40. Holy Toledo.
Time flies, man.
Yes.
It seems like we just got on here.
Oh my goodness, yes, it does. Now I was going to do it today, but oh well. I am about to start featuring people's channels. If anybody wants their channel featured, or I don't know if featured even is the right word for it or anything else like that, but I want to start basically shouting people out on my live. I want to show off their channel. I want to talk about their channel. And just try to get as much love passed from one person to the next.
I would consider that featuring a channel, yeah.
Okay, so featuring a channel.
Yeah.
I was going to do that today, but I got blessed with you. So I was like, I'll do this one instead.
Yeah, my channel's just a mishmash of all kinds of stuff.
Say that again?
I said my channel's just a mishmash of all kinds of stuff.
Ooh, your channel's awesome, though. Owie. Okay,
Thank you, Stevie.
I need a pencil or... Oh no, I don't have one. No, but what I do have is this.
Thank you, Kay.
Hey, Kay, you have an opportunity.
She did. She took care of it. She was speedy
Oh,
fast.
look at you. Way to go. Oh, or aren't you just lucky being in here?
Kay, are you still doing lives?
She goes live every Thursday at 9? 9.
Yeah.
Had to think
Is
about
that
that one.
Eastern or Central?
That's Eastern for me.
Oh, so at 7 a.m. in the morning. That's why I'm missing it. Okay.
Because
That's why I'm missing it.
I have or I don't have. They have therapy on Thursdays, so I'm sitting there in the van doing schoolwork. Trying to get Gary to do his schoolwork, and then I'll hop on with her. So it's
Okay.
8 a.m. Central Time.
Okay. It's 7 my time. That's why I'm missing it.
She stays on for an hour.
By the time I get out here and get breakfast done for little man, it's usually over with.
9, 10.
It's going to be worse when he goes to school because I'm an hour behind you guys, and I'll be up getting him ready for school and driving him to school. Oh, I'm sore. I gotta.
So wait a minute. He doesn't take a bus. You drive him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where they pick up at the bus stop is way, way, way too far from our house. So I drive him and then I pick him up.
Yeah, I'm looking into, I might have just found a school that does tutoring for dyslexics. And
Oh, nice.
yeah. And so I'm wanting to put my middle one into it and everything because I seriously believe he's dyslexic, like severely dyslexic, as bad as me. And they usually, when I talk to people that have barely any knowledge on it or little knowledge on dyslexia, don't get me wrong, I'm no expert in this at all. Like, I'm still learning a lot about dyslexia. Dyslexia is a hardcore, there's more to it than just reading, a lot more to it than just reading. It's more of like a life situation as well. So they're actually talking about the concept that when they do testing for dyslexia, that they're wanting to talk to the parents almost like the same way they do for autism. What is the child? How is the child at home? How does the child keep the home clean or his room clean? How does he wake up every single morning? Is he able to remember routines? Does he do routine things like that and everything? And I had no idea it's not a lifestyle; it's a life way.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
I'm still learning about it. But so dyslexic, was it like 90 or 80 some odd, do not quote me on this. Some odd individuals actually have dyslexia, even a mid to severe form of it, are extremely messy and they love it and they thrive in it. But when they need to work, they need the area to be nice and clean and organized. By the time that they're done, it's unorganized. When they're doing any type of work at all, it could be dealing with schoolwork, regular work, or whatever it is, the dyslexic child or person cannot sit there and read the subtext and have to be able to interpret and to be able to tell them. They literally need it told to them in several different manners until the brain just clicks. And then they have to actually act it out or re-explain it and then do it. So they have to actually do it in 3 different ways.
Interesting. That's interesting.
It is. Because I'm learning a lot about myself because everyone knows I'm dyslexic, but I'm on the severe form of it. dyslexia also too, you can sit there and see the word and spell it 5 different times, and all 5 times is 5 different ways of spelling. It's literally, and there's no way of fixing it. It is literally just the way that the brain is processed, or the brain is formed. So, because I started looking at that, I'm like, well, that just makes me feel a whole lot better. It really does. I can sit there and my really close friends, I can sit there and talk to me like, okay, and I'll ask them to actually say or spell a specific word. It's very simple. And you can ask Kay on this one, I'll do it. And she'd be like, okay. And she'll just spell it real quick for me. And it makes me feel really good that I have people that's not going to sit there and be like, really? Sound it out. You got this. I'm like, no.
Oh my gosh. There's really no reason to do that.
Mm-mm. Hold on, I got my oldest yelling at me.
Be your friend. Just be supportive, you know? Y'all, I'm almost done with this last row of shells. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
So he shows a lot of traits. He also shows like a lot of traits where you'll sit there and say words, and you know the words you're trying to say, and it starts off with the letter, and so you're saying words that are popping up in your head, and you're like, no, 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 yep, there it is. So that's a tool in my belt I use, and people look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm like, it helps me because I'm actually able to get to the point where I need to say it. Hold on, buddy. I'll get you another apple.
Oh, it's so cute.
Hold on, baby. I will. Okay, I will. But we just try to get him tested for not dyspraxia, auditory processing disorder.
Okay.
And I started telling the doctor about all the tools I use, why I seriously believe he has it. And I told her, I was like, I flat out know I have it. Because I can sit there and literally hear someone say something, and I'll repeat it back to them what I'm hearing, and they're looking at me like, what in the world did you just hear? It will change the whole structure of the sentence. And
that reminds me of that game that we would play in school, where you tell a secret and then the next person tells a secret to the other person, and it goes down the line, and by the time it gets to the last person, it's nothing like what the first person said. Yeah. You have that, but just in short form, right?
Yes. My husband, like, okay, so for an example, I'm just making this up. He can sit there and tell me, like, okay, I'm going to go to the store and I'll be back in 5 minutes. And what I'm hearing is, I'm going to go to the.
Can I have, I have like a lollipop, a chocolate, a cut or origami.
Can I talk to you about that in just a minute, please? Thank you very much. Go get your pad, buddy. Go.
I'm waiting for you guys.
No.
All right. I'm all done except for the top border and the side border, and then I can start on panel number 2. Woohoo! What time is it? Ooh, it's 12 o'clock. Or it's almost 12 o'clock. I got to figure out where the husband is, because I would like to go to the yarn meetup at the yarn store today if I can, without having to bring little man with me. It doesn't start till 2, so I have another hour. Wait, I got a text message. Oh, okay.
Before I got interrupted. So he can sit there and say, I am going to the store and I'll be back in 5 minutes. But yet I hear is, I am going to go to the fridge and eat the pineapple, some weird, or I'm going to come get a monster out of the refrigerator. And I'm like, you're going to go where and do what? And that's the only thing I'm getting. And when I told the doctor that, and she was like, yeah, we need to get him tested to go ahead and have that in the go ahead and have it in the file and everything. But the sad thing is we're thinking that we're not going to be able to find anyone in the neighborhood or in the vicinity of where we live. We're going to have to go out towards Atlanta in Columbia. That's like about 3.5, 4 hours to drive.
Gosh, that's a long drive.
Yeah. But you say you finished it?
I gotta do the last line of border on here, and then I rotate it 90 degrees, and then I do the border on here, and then the first panel's done. And then I have to start on the second panel. Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you. Working all that hardness and everything, and then going through. Yeah, I am so proud of you and so happy for you.
Oh my gosh, hang on, guys.
I just got out of a poo-poo.
Seriously. The trolls are out.
Oh!
That is the troll that came into my sisters-in-law's live and changed their name to Gail Loves That Nasty Word. That's who that is. Go get a life somewhere else. Anyway, on that note, yep, and then I'll start the second panel.
I am going to go ahead and say goodbye. My youngest just got out of his chair.
Okay.
I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Love you.